Here we are again. This is another quick video on Cciv. You guys did enjoy our quicker video last night, so here we are again with a relatively quick video. The intention of this one is just to look at how the stock price has been moving over today, because we are seeing really good things so far with Cciv. And there isn't really too long until the market does close, so I think now is an okay time to look at how the stock has moved throughout the whole day. If you may enjoy that, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel as we talk about all different sorts of stocks on a daily basis, and if you will enjoy that, this is the place for you. You can follow us on Twitter at N2SFinance. You will see it down here. Obviously, it's completely free to do so, and I give regular updates over there. You can join us on Patreon at N2SFinance. You can see that here on your screen. Also, link is in the description, and the link to our new website called markets-daily.com should also be in the description. Markets Daily is a website that gives frequent updates about stocks, cryptos, and other markets. And if you enjoy the channel, I think you will enjoy it over there. We have some exclusives along with some videos that have been turned into articles as well. But yes, we're going to jump in and have a look at Cciv. As always, guys, we're going to make it easy for everybody to understand. We are going to start off on the more simple charts. And when we look out to the 5-day, we can see that trend actually forming in the past 5 days. We started off last Friday on a price of 27.84. From there, we dropped quite rapidly until this Thursday. And on Thursday, we obviously hit a price of 24.25. From there, we saw a bit of a bounce back, fortunately. And then we saw some consolidation in the low 25s to high 24s. That continued for the majority of Thursday and actually into Friday. And again, into Friday, a bit of that consolidation continuing, but obviously a little bit of an uptrend as well, and the price did actually go up ever so slightly and hit higher highs on the day at 26 and 29, and from there, yes, we have hit a bit of a drop going back down to 25 and 53, but clearly it has been a very positive day for Cciv, up by about 2.28%, and again, it may not be the largest amount, but it is still a day in the green. I think that is worth noting. And when we move in a bit more close, we can see a clear trend. So obviously 9.30 up until about 9.45, we saw this increase in price all the way up to the 25.61 mark. Then we saw a bit of a drop from there, taking us back down to 25.31. From there, more growth continuously until about 12 p.m. 12 p.m. saw highs of about 26.33, and again we dipped from there. We dipped ever so slightly down to the 25.48 range, and to be honest, we have been stable in the $25 range ever since. A little bit of an increase up here to the very high $25 range, but generally speaking, for the majority of the day, we have been sat here in the $25 range ever since this big push up and then subsequent push down at about 2 p.m. So really not too bad for Cciv. So far, things do look good for the day. I think we are seeing some consolidation in this level, so I do think it is absolutely possible and actually quite likely that we could close above the $25 mark, and I would love to see that. And in the past month, we can see now Cciv took that big increase in price all the way from lows down here of 22.69 to highs up here of around 28.68. So we went up by a large amount. It was bound to sell off by a bit. Again, the market wasn't necessarily performing too well either. So we saw a few red days in the market overall, and Cciv saw a drop down to about 24.75. And yes, it was a decent drop, but now we do appear to be coming back, and hopefully this will set us up fantastically for next week, and we can see more growth going forwards. Now let's have a quick look on the more technical side at Cciv. On the 1 day, we can see a moving average figure of 25.60. We can see an RSI figure of 44 so far. So 44 right now on the RSI is pretty neutral. You guys will know because I say it every single episode. If this was set at 50, it would be considered completely neutral. So 44 is ever so slightly to the oversold side, but you can see to be considered oversold down here, it would have to hit 20, and right now it's just down to 39. So yeah, 39 is a little bit lower, but obviously it's nowhere near the oversold range yet. But if anything, it is pointing ever so slightly more to the oversold range so far, if you were wondering. And you can see the figures for the MACD down there. The past 5 days is showing very clear things. We're slightly below the moving average for this period on about 25.83. Again, the RSI is still at 37, and we've seen the same trend in the MACD. Moving out to the 1 month, we can see that MACD trend a bit more clearly, if you were wondering. So it is potentially crossing over to the bearish side, but again, it's not really there yet. I think we definitely could come back into the bullish side quite soon. We are still above the line, which is good. And again, I think this one could remain in the bullish side if we do see a bit more of an increase going forward. hours, because now we are seeing 2 okay days for the stock. I think that does count for something, and it could see another reversal in trend, because we had that big increase as I mentioned, and then a bit of a sell-off I believe subsequently. I think now we are back on the trend, hopefully for more growth going into next week. So yes, we are seeing a pretty decent figure on the MACD. The RSI on the past month is apparently set at 53, so there you go. And on the past month, we can see that figure for the 50-day moving average sat down at 22,520. So not too bad overall if we look out to that period. And again, in the past 3-month period, we can see a similar trend, 22.520 on the moving average again, as you would expect. And again, the share price, you can see how it has been moving now. Overall, from this low down here, we can see at about 17 and 25, we can see that we have made a bit of an increase actually, and we are definitely on a path. We had a dip down here to similar levels actually to where we actually dipped to most recently. So yes, we have seen these levels before, but obviously from previous levels, it has bounced off this range down here, which was about, if I do get this correct, it was about the $22.6 range. So we've bounced off the $22 range before, and we have gone back upwards, and again we remained a little bit higher than that this time, but we have seen a similar trend form in the past. So I think now we are seeing higher highs on CCIV and also higher lows, and that could be indicating to another move in price coming soon if we do get this bullish trend to continue. And again, out to the 6 month, you can see this trend from about here. I would say you can see price goes up, then it obviously comes down a bit and up again and down ever so slightly, but we are still moving in the right direction overall, in my personal opinion. Obviously, this is not financial advice, it is just my personal opinion. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.